Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am the Tronic. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about something that, well, I never thought I would ever talk about until maybe the end of the season, but, you know, after seeing this preview for the next upcoming episode, next Pokemon XYZ episode, I have to talk about it again, and we need to talk, and we need to get our feelings out right now, because there's a burning thing in my chest that I just want to express about this whole Amoushipping situation going on recently. And so, after seeing that preview, I'm kind of gonna rant a little bit in this discussion, as well as I'm going to just explain my feelings on Amoushipping. At this point, I'm kind of gonna update them, how I feel things are gonna go, and you know, if they're gonna be canon or not, and all that good stuff. So, basically, after seeing the preview and seeing that, just that one moment with Ash holding his hand out to Serena, and like the whole glittery romance moment, they look like they built it up so much in that moment, and Serena looked freaking adorable, like ready to hold Ash's hand and everything. But the next frame we see is her getting like really shocked or mad, and so I'm gonna guess that it looks like he's holding his hand out for Serena, and she's about to go hold his hand, but all of a sudden Miette comes in, or he's actually holding out for Miette, and she's just thinking that Ash is holding out his hand for her. But someone made this comparison between him holding his hand out in the previous episode, episode 7, and her grabbing it in the bottom picture, as you can see here. So there's a huge comparison right there. So maybe she will hold his hand. Who knows? But ladies and gentlemen, basically how I feel about this is that I freaking hate the writers right now. To be honest, I really hate the writers right now. They think they could toy with us, play with our feelings. I mean, come on, they're gonna stick their hand in my heart and rip it out. I mean, they're like, oh look, we're gonna have an Amoushipping episode. It's gonna, oh my gosh, oh, so much excitement. Oh no! And then all of a sudden, when we actually see the episode, it's gonna stab us in the heart with a knife instead of, you know, comforting it with a freaking pillow. I know I know I might have not made sense right now, but I'm trying to get my feelings out in the best way possible about this. And the writers, I don't like that they're toying, they're teasing, they're playing, boy. And I don't like it. You think you can play with my feelings, boy? It kind of pisses me off, to be honest, because the thing is, they're going to continue doing this because they know it's popular, they know it's getting them views, they know people are coming back to Pokemon because of this, and I think that they might be having every girl that joins Ash from now on, you know, have some romance thing, so they could have the same thing happen over and over again, so we could get stabbed in the heart over and over again. So, but anyway, for that preview, I'm just like, dude, the love, and then they're gonna friggin' rip it apart in some way. And in this preview, they showed probably the biggest moments of the episode. They showed the biggest moments of every episode, and you know, they show the biggest moments in the preview of each episode. So this probably showed the biggest moments, you know. So these were probably all the Amoushipping moments we'll see. I mean, hopefully now there'll probably be a couple more there, or just longer. Those scenes will be dragged out a little longer, obviously. But it freaking kills me. Now let's talk about Amoushipping itself and how it really should be handled at this point, and how I described it in my previous Amoushipping discussion about how Amoushipping is now, and doesn't mean the end for Pokemon if it is canon. All this other stuff we will go over that I really want to talk about, because it's actually really bugging me right now about this preview. Just like kind of ticked me off and made me make this video, and so I love it, but I hate it at the same time. That's why I'm making this video. So it's hard to explain, but I'll move on to this next part about how I do think it should be canon. I do think it should be canon. Either make it canon or stop making Amoushipping moments to freaking play with our god dang feelings, man. I mean, you're gonna rip the living life out of everybody. Okay, I gotta stop with the rant and move on to the discussion part of this episode. But with either what I want is either you make it canon and that's it. Don't make any more Amoushipping moments. Just if you just make it canon, I think that's what the Amoushipping fans just want. Like, you just get them to tell each other their feelings and have it be canon. We don't need any more moments because, first of all, yes, I know you might come up with the age thing and everything. Okay, age doesn't freaking matter in Pokemon. Okay, it doesn't matter anymore. And instead of saying, oh, Amoushipping is, no shipping for Ash has ever been canon in the past, it won't happen now. That's BS to me. And like, okay, stop taking stuff from the past and saying it won't happen now because it didn't happen in the past. Dude, anything can freaking happen. Gosh dang it, Ash can die in the Pokemon series. Anything can happen, okay? Literally. And so don't bring up those stupid excuses saying just because it didn't happen before, it's not gonna happen now. Okay, I freaking hate that. Don't do that. Don't say that. Don't make stupid excuses like that. Okay, first of all, Amoushipping has the most moments out of all the girls, and it's probably Ash's best chance at having a girlfriend now. Now, in terms of Pokemon, does Amoushipping mean, if Amoushipping actually does become canon, it doesn't mean the end of Pokemon, does it? Like, maybe, because the fact is, they kind of set up Ash in a way where he's a lot more mature than any other season in the past. He has freaking badass Pokemon, and he has freaking the best maturity. He's been the most mature character I've seen from him. He's more mature than he's ever been. He has an awesome team, and he's been taking on Mega Evolutions. He took on Mega Lucario and won. He's having a freaking the most power. He's the first person ever to have a Synchro Evolution, whatever. Can't even say the word right now. With doggone Greninja. And he's the first one to do it in 1,000 freaking years. So if Ash wins the Pokemon League this year, he wins this season, and then Ash, if he gets Serena, he gets the girl, it's kind of like all those happy, good old, happily ever after endings, He wins the Pokemon League, he gets his goal, he gets his girl, I mean, he's all set, he's done. I mean, Pokemon kind of set it up to look like that right now, and at the same time, they're also looking like they're toying with us. So, we're kind of confused in our heads about, is it going to be canon or not? Because if it's not going to be canon, why would they be showing us Amoushipping moments? Are they just going to toy with us for the rest of Pokemon forever? And the fact is, which leads me on to my next point, Serena's not going to leave Ash until she confesses her feelings to him. I mean, let's be honest, because Ash and Serena, they have something going on, but Serena, she started her journey because of Ash. She wanted to go search for Ash before this whole stupid freaking Pokemon performance, cutting her hair, that stuff. No, she went on that journey because of Ash, and I think she's going to end it off with Ash too. But I don't think, if she's going to leave him, I don't think she should travel with him further. Maybe he should get other companions. But if she's going to leave him, she's going to confess her feelings in one way or another. I mean, if you just look at the fact that they're showing us so many freaking hints, and yet they're going to have her leave without her confessing, I don't believe that. She's going to confess it one way or another. And also, due to Ash's maturity, Pokemon constantly tries to find ways to find new ways of maturing Ash's character. And I think love is a huge part of a person's life, and in the way you mature as a person, in like getting through things like love and knowing how to deal with it. And I think this is the time that Ash needs to not only focus on Pokemon, but focus on his personal life too, because he needs to grow up in kind of a sense. I know that he might be 10 forever, but like, age freaking doesn't even matter anymore. They haven't even brought his age up yet in the X and Y series. I think they're not going to. I think they're going to just, leave his age anonymous. So, Ash's maturity, he needs something else, and because we can't have stuff repeating. they're going to come up with more things. And I think this whole love situation is the next step for Ash. It's the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, and I think ending the 20th anniversary with Ash winning the Pokemon League is absolutely necessary. We need a new goal for him. 20 years of him going through all of that and not attaining his goal, it needs to have an ending somewhere, or at least a new refreshed goal. And so, him accomplishing this and a few other things that we wanted him to accomplish, such as, you know, having a girlfriend and all that, for the past 20 freaking years. I feel like we need this as fans too. We need him to finally win something, you know, and maybe something extra, you know, like actually look like, and maybe get new characters and finish Ash off right, having his Pokemon League, maybe with, Amoushipping being canon along the way, him being famous for Greninja's Synchro Evolution, I can never say that word again, but seriously, it's just, Amoushipping is still up for debate, Ash winning the Pokemon League is still up for debate, but it needs to happen eventually. I feel like if Pokemon really needs to be the best it can be, I feel like we need to give Ash an ultimate ending, and this needs to, and we can't keep having these scenes, and they can't keep toying with our emotions, and we can't keep doing it. We can't, you know, like, my heart can only take so much, you know, but, like, God, like, come on, this, so much freaking love in this season already, and you show this scene between Ash and Serena, just, it kind of pisses me off, and I'm sorry, I just really needed to make this video, and one final thing that I really want to say is that if we do have Amoushipping being canon, I don't want to see any more Amoushipping moments. We don't need any. We don't need any. All that we will see, and probably will see, is maybe some romance moment at the very end of the series when they, when they leave, when they go separate ways. Probably when they, when Serena finally breaks out of her shell and says something to Ash about how her, what her feelings are, or maybe Ash finally isn't oblivious anymore, and maybe they actually have something then, or maybe a kiss would happen, maybe a hug will happen. I doubt it, but I think the only way we're gonna have something physical is if some tragedy, almost getting attacked moment, or at the very end of the season. It's kind of too late to turn back now, writers. They pretty much have two, in my opinion, this is my advice, in my opinion, they have like two options. It's either make it canon, or have some satisfactory ending that or don't make it canon and stop with the Amoushipping moments, but have some kind of ending where at least we have some like it wraps this loose end story up. With this whole love story, we have to wrap it up in some way. Either make it canon or end it, in my opinion, in some way, shape, and form, because you can't really turn back now. It's become so popular to the point where either you're going to piss off a whole lot of people by not having a proper ending, or having a loose end to the story, or you can make a whole lot of the older fans happy, because there's a lot of Amoushippers out there, and a lot of people support it because most of them just want Ash to have a girlfriend and have achieved something. Okay, so something that everyone like secretly wishes would happen. So two options: either have it become canon or don't, and just have at least a wrap up to the story. It's kind of too late to just let it go at this point. So wrap up the story with either being canon or by some other means that is satisfactory by the end of the series. And if you go with the romance canon part, then it doesn't even have to be, you don't even have to have that many romance scenes. It doesn't even have to be romance scenes at all. Like, just one or two scenes every once in a while of Ash protecting her because he cares for her. Or maybe at the very end when they say goodbye to each other, they do something then romancy. But I love you guys. If they don't, we're marching over there. Peace South!